what Tony Fauci, Ian Lipkin, and Harold Varmus did was pressure me to be silent and withdraw our manuscript. I refused again. When I refused to be silent, Dr. Fauci stepped in and ordered that my computers and notebooks be confiscated and orchestrated the retraction of our science paper. He then removed all of my funding and prevented me from getting a job in government research from 2012 forward.
So that's how Dr. Mikovits, a woman of integrity and honesty, was repaid for trying to help us. Fauci made her pay for not lying about XMRV, which remains in American vaccines. It's likely that hundreds of millions have been injected with these contaminated vaccines. And hundreds of millions have also been exposed to COVID-19. Did you know that in 2015, under the Obama administration, $3.7 million was transferred from National Institutes of Health to the Wuhan Institute of Virology to study the coronavirus? President Trump just announced that this is under investigation. Let's listen to Dr. Buttar discussing this topic.
It goes back to 2014. The U.S. government decided, based upon certain virologists at that time, saying that, look, there's no justification for this kind of research. There's a potential for it to cause harm, cause a pandemic, so there's no justification for us to do this type of research. So the government passed a moratorium in 2014. Fauci approved budgets to be, monies to be sectioned for this type of research. So basically, and I'm getting really, every time I think about this, it gets me really flustered because I'm so angry that he basically broke the law. He more than broke the law. He created this entire cascade that we're seeing with the world shutdown was created by this initial aspect back in 2015. He broke the law. He went against government moratoriums. He took taxpayer money and he funded research that has now led to the COVID-19. In 2017, he was documented at Georgetown University saying that there will be a pandemic that this presidency will face, that this term will face. How did he know that in 2017 that something was going to happen in 2018, 19, or 2020? You can't predict the market from 3 days from today, what's going to happen. How did he know that there was going to be a pandemic? He stated the president of this president will face a pandemic. The exact quotes, I don't want to say the exact words. You guys have the video footage.
There is no question that there will be a challenge, the coming administration, in the arena of infectious diseases, both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that, but also there will be a surprise outbreak. There will be a surprise outbreak. There will be a surprise outbreak.
He's a criminal. He's broken the law. He's going against the government. I mean, to me, that seems like it's a traitorous thing to do when the government has passed a regulation and he's at one of the highest levels in the NIH. He's got a directorship at the NIH, and then he breaks the law, he breaks the moratorium, and then funds research against something that could potentially cause harm throughout the entire world, and he's in collusion with the foreign government.
Tony Fauci failed us. He has proven that he is not trustworthy. Are you now prepared to trust him when it comes to the coronavirus vaccine? Do you remember a few years ago when President Trump was going to appoint